back to the Maehem podcast, episode 4. We got Dayna again.
Yo.
Yow?
I said yo.
Oh. I was like, yeah.
You know Mulan Yao? Yao was a character in Mulan.
Who was it?
He was like the guy with the bruised eye constantly, but never got punched. He had a swollen eye and looked like a gorilla. The small one.
The small badass one?
His name was Yao.
Oh, I only knew Mulan. And what is the other one? Fu Sheng or something like that?
There's Pincho. But
Pincho.
I can't say his name. Oh, what was his name? Can't remember. It's something Chow. Chow. And then there was Ling. Ling was the skinny, tall ass dude. And then there was Shane, which, Shane.
Shang's the husband?
Shane's the husband.
Okay.
Bay material right there. He took off that shirt and Milan's like, wait.
He's low-key bi though, bro.
But yeah, because he was into pink, and then he was when he saw that he was a girl, he was like,
oh thank God.
He had the eyes of oh my God, thought I was going gay for 5 seconds.
Oh, fuck, I have to murder her.
I have to murder myself. And then he's like, wait, I have to kill her. Nah, she saved my life. We're good.
I have an excuse.
But I feel betrayed because now she's a woman.
Well, because you're being lied to.
Being lied to.
But he's lucky happy, let's be honest.
He was. Because there was that look in his eyes. I was like, yes. Then he's like, am I? And I love the fact that at the end, the Emperor's like, a flower only blooms every 1 million years. It's it's a rare ass flower. And he's like, what? And he's like, get the fucking girl. Jesus Christ.
Get the fucking girl, you dumbass.
He's like, I'm just trying to say it.
Read
and
more poetry.
Right?
Fuck.
He's like, Jesus.
Symbolism, bro. It's not that hard.
It's not. Though I do like the fact that the grandma's like, I'm gonna sign me up for the next war. Give me a man.
I love grandma. I loved her. That's the kind of grandma I want to be.
She's like, get me a man like that.
Either that or I want the super long brown hair. I'm always out in the garden or something like that. And then super spiritual, but I'm out of touch with the real world.
It's like a hippie.
I talk, not really. It's similar, but more, how would I say it? The movies where it's the mother or grandmother that leads the way for the daughter or the son,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be one of those.
The chill ass grandma that was
yeah,
you going through some shit.
Plants and shit. And they're comes in their gardens. Yeah,
you're making it sound like a horror movie.
It's not. I'm just thinking it's a good thing. Don't think of it as a horror movie.
No. I'm not a horror movie grandma.
And plus, I'll have a lot of tattoos, so I'll be badass at the same time. I'll carry a sword on me. So.
Welcome to the Maehem podcast.
Episode 4. Thank you. Like and subscribe. No.
And hit that notification button if you can.
If you want to.
You don't have to. Yeah. You can comment if you want. Tell me how bad I am.
I haven't got any comments yet.
I know.
The only people who listen are my friends. So.
They don't want to talk about themselves.
They text me their comments.
Yeah. I was about to say fucking Rances just straight up was told me his comment instead of putting it in the thing. Just
what did he say?
Because he was he made me sound out a little bitch, and he's like, but I mean it was true, but I'm not a little bitch. I'm he's not anymore, but at the time he was.
Yeah.
He was he acted a little
Oh my God, you missed it. There was this one time where it was. Can I say all the names? Yeah, I can. Why not? It was me, Thomas, Nikhil, and Rances.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the one driving. We were at In-N-Out.
Yeah.
And we just got in the car, and there's the big ass line behind us. And Rances was acting up. I don't know what the fuck he did, but we were all just acting ridiculous and shit. And I got out of the car to pull him out, and he went the whole thing. And he was trying to hold the door closed, and he was oh my God, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I was threatening him. I was like, bitch, I'll fucking what was I threatening him? I'll fucking quote unquote rape you in front of the line. Obviously not true. I'm not actually gonna rape you. And raping's not something to joke about, but we were all just fucking around, I was a dude back then. I had a penis. And it was like it was a good like 3-minute fight. And I got the door open and and he like was trying to get his seatbelt, like holding on for his dear life. All about going.
Cause like he reads, like it's from the Pterodactyl song. Have you ever heard that? So like it's literally hella sad. It's legit really sad, and at the end it's like.
I just thought he sounded like a fucking guinea pig. I was like, I understand it. But then I just translated it to just something Rances does. Like, it's not, it's like unexplainable.
Yeah.
This is something that he does.
It's something that he does. He does do random ass stuff. But,
He
like,
does.
he's better now. Quote, unquote, he's better now. I
wouldn't know.
He's doing pretty good, actually. I mean, he moved out.
Yeah, that's
He got his shit together.
Well.
In a manner of speaking, he got his shit together. Like, a lot better than most people would when they move out.
I'm trying to get little stuff here and there, so I don't spend like $500 on just like kitchen stuff when I.
Yeah, no, like literally most of my family was like, take this shit.
Yeah, I don't think.
But that's because my aunt's moving to Washington, and then my grandparents are moving to Oregon.
They need to get rid of shit.
So they need to get rid of shit. Mm-hmm. So they're just like, oh, you're moving out. Here you go. Mm-hmm. So I got a lot of free shit. It's fun. It's fun having free shit. But the other side, it's like, now you have a lot of random ass free shit. But at least it matches.
Because I want to, like, design my house to how I want it. Nice. So, like, the stuff that I have in my room reflects how I kind of want my house. And it's not normal stuff.
So, like, white and colorful.
Like, I want, like, the white walls, but I want it also to be, like, a lot of colorful shit. Oh, my God, there's this one couch that I found. It's, like, 3 hours away, but it's got the picture of it.
Is it green?
It's, like, no.
Is it blue?
It's white and black.
Oh, white and black, ew.
But it's, like, all leather. It's, like, 7 feet long.
It's
super retro style. I love it. Hold on. I might have to pause. I might have to cut this part out because I'm.
She's looking through her phone. Let me give you a play-by-play. She's just scrolling through her phone. Still scrolling through her phone.
I took a screenshot of it.
Dude, I forgot. Like, so like when I was listening to ours, I realized I heard the fan, and I was like, was the fan on in every one of them, or was it not?
Can you hear it in it?
Like, slightly. It's not, like, very loud. Like, it's because it's such a consistent noise, but because the last one was, like, cut out so many times.
Oh, yeah.
That it was, like,
I don't know why the last one cut out. Like, I put it next to each other so it blends, but for some reason, when I uploaded it, it cut out some...
You did. It cut out a lot. I was like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I edited those out, sweetie.
And, like, half the time we were like, oh, we're back. That was awkward.
And it was like a 3-second pause of just like nothing. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe I had it on my... See... I have text. Oh. It's because I have service. Okay. I thought I internet back. Okay, so I guess I have it on my whatchamacallit. On your favorite stuff. So it saves, but I don't have Wi-Fi right now.
Oh.
My Wi-Fi's down, so I can't use it. What the fuck are you dropping?
It was a cookie.
Your cookie?
The last of the cookies. Like, we're not healthy for breakfast.
You brought me breakfast.
I did.
She brought me, like, the cinnamon muffin, and then she was like, here, eat a cookie. I'm like, sure, why not? She also brought me coffee, and I can't drink coffee without eating, because then my tummy hurts.
Then why didn't you eat first? I brought you food for this reason.
No, because I was like, oh, coffee. Coffee's my favorite. And if I take more than, like, 2 or 3 gulps, my tummy immediately, like, hurts. I don't know why.
And that's why I bought green tea. Because I don't really like coffee. I like tea.
I enjoy tea, too. I like green tea. I prefer coffee, though.
Like, green tea or, like, tea? You know?
Both. I didn't mean as in, like, tea, sis. I meant it, like, green tea.
No, like, there was one... What is it? It was, like, a joke on Starbucks. They're like, can I have the tea? Well, can I have tea? And they're like, chai, green. Like,
oh, yeah,
like,
yeah, I saw that.
No, the real tea. They're like, oh, well, the manager's sleeping.
Thank you.
Thank you. The best part, like, just going to Starbucks and doing that random ass shit.
I had someone come in. I think I already told you this, but the podcast hasn't heard it. Someone came into my work and asked for a venti chai latte, and I was like, "This is McDonald's." Like, I don't understand. Like,
we got the frappe.
And so I don't know how Starbucks works. So like, I just put down a large.
Venti. Okay, but yeah, that's a large. I guess. Large. I don't remember. Tall is a small, which annoys the shit out of me.
And I know grande.
Grande is the medium.
Grande medium.
Yeah, so venti would be the.
Isn't there one bigger than a venti?
There might be. I don't know.
Like, I think there's 4 names.
There's
a tall is a small.
Which, that's so annoying.
Grande,
like, that bothers me.
Grande is grand, big, and it's a medium. And I don't know what the fuck venti means. Venti, isn't it 8?
I don't know. It's probably like 8 ounces. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's
8 ounces is not a lot.
It's not. It's a normal cup size. Sorry, I should get closer to the mic.
Oh, I hope this is recording.
It is, isn't it? Why are we so quiet? I'm sorry.
No, it takes a second to register.
Hello?
You're just talking in it.
I'm just trying to see how it, like, looks.
Oh, I don't have internet. Fuck.
Well, yeah, why do you keep on, like, trying to do that?
Because I want to look. I'm trying to see what venti means.
I could Google it through my shit.
Great. Oh, great. No more service. Okay.
No signal.
No signal? Oh, awesome.
As soon as I typed it in, it, like, was like, nah.
It's just like,
nah. Like, I had it right before it. See? It comes back. What a hoe. Like, I'm so done with my phone now.
Oh, signal as in, like, service, or?
No, yeah. Like, no service at all. Like, I can't call people.
Yeah, I know. It's, like, you can only really get service in certain spots. Like, it's very spotty in this room. But if you go out in the backyard, in, like, the back corner, then you get service. Or go up to the stop sign. That's outside.
It's hella fucking right.
Yeah, I know. And I only sometimes get Wi-Fi within the bed or my desk over there.
Nice.
Nowhere else.
Damn.
Yeah. Sometimes in the kitchen. Sometimes. Like the outer outskirts of my house.
I mean, that's like the same on my house. Like, my house has like a dead zone for no fucking reason. Because, like, service fucking sucks at my house. Like, no reason. There's no reason. It's just in the middle of, like, a fucking town.
Yeah, you're not in, like, where I am.
Exactly. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Or
I'm
in, like, the actual city. And, like, right next to a school. And yet I still get, like, no fucking service. So I have to, like, put my Wi-Fi on. And if my Wi-Fi is not on, I'm sad.
You're next to, like, a more wilderness area. Because, like, for some reason, out in Rancho, like, out where I used to live, we didn't have any of this kind of shit. But, like, you have, like, a whole ass creek and, like...
Oh, you talk about the river?
Yeah. It's, like, right next door to your house. Mm-hmm. So, like, you kind of have that kind of stuff, but... It's city still.
It's still city, yeah. I mean, like I said, there's like a school right where I live. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm sure they don't get service sometimes either.
Well, that's funny because, like, I'll go next door and they have perfectly fine service next door.
Because I've been out in some schools out in, like, the middle of fucking mountains, and I had to go to one for, what was it? It was, like, some sort of fashion program that was happening over a couple of different districts and schools.
Nice.
And we were all meeting up at this one class because there was, like, competitions going on as well. So we were getting prepared for those. And we went up to this one school, and it was, like, super, like, trashy. And, like we were, oh, my God. It was my teacher, my fashion teacher, and, like, 2 other students, my friend Freddie and my other friend, Kasim. And we were, like, the actual fashion students, and everyone else was just, like, kind of, like, they were very, like, cowboy boots and a t-shirt, and I was like, you guys are in fashion? Like, are you guys in, like, Walmart fashion? And, like, we have, like, Gucci and stuff. It was fucking hilarious.
They're, like, country fashion.
Like, I felt so bad because I was like, I feel better than all of you. Like, I feel so bad. But it was just, like, they don't really belong there. And then we had, like, little mini competitions in these classes that we were in.
Yeah. And
all 3 of us won in every single competition. It was just us 3 winning. And there was other schools with, like, 15 students. And, like, it was so weird. I don't know. I was like, is this the competition that we're up against? Like, I don't understand. Because we were supposed to be doing, I'm going to bring it off precision. We were doing what's called croquis, which is like just a fashion drawing. And you went up against other people and, like, they were just trash.
Trash.
So I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah, you're just to draw, like, the body form.
Body form and then
the outfit on the outside. Yeah.
I have a bunch of croquis.
Isn't too hard, but it's like drawing the form is like
it's finding your style and then how detailed you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And the issue with that is like if you're dealing with a lot of materials and you want to like write down the side like what you want and like what kind of
color, material, felt like how it feels.
So some people do very simple designs but do it well enough to where it looks good. You know, and you get the main idea. Mm-hmm. And then you can write down on the back or, like, on the side, being like, oh, yeah, this is what this is, da-da-da. You have samples of, like, little fabric pieces,
yeah. Yep, I have one of those fashion books outside.
Yeah, my mom has one of those sample books. She gave it to me. Yeah, it was fun. Fun stuff.
Like all three.
I need to get back into it. Because I don't have a sewing machine right now. I only had it when I was in fashion class, and I was going ham. Like I would spend hours and hours after school in the classroom. Yeah. In my fashion class, and I haven't gone there yet because I don't want to. I hate that school. Oh my god, I hate that school. I hate being there. Brings back bad memories. Bad memories.
I mean, you'll get to see Leah.
I don't go to school with her.
Oh, you went to different schools?
We went to different schools, yeah.
What the?
Honestly, if I wanted to, I could have gone to her school. Really? To be 100% real with you. Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about that until now. I could have been in school with her, bro. But her school's kind of fucked up. Like, you weren't allowed to be on your phones or anything.
Yeah.
Not, like, in classroom. Like, at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? They were like, okay, if you're in class, you can, like, put your phone away. Except for, like, Cahoots are like, okay, so we don't have enough computers, so you can use your phones.
I don't know. It was weird, because over at my school, you could be on your phone if the teacher, like, allowed you to or something.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, but, like, they'll allow you. And I had two super cool teachers. And I was also still in fashion. That was the only thing keeping me going in high school was just that class and my teacher as well. I love her. I need to go down and visit her, but, again...
I hate the school.
I hate the school.
Yeah.
Everything over there just makes me anxious. I just hate it.
I know me and Carlos have been like, we've been wanting to go back just to see like a couple other teachers. Mm-hmm. It was funny, like one day we were like at Winco, and we're like, oh my god, we have to see Mr. Scott. Like Mr. Scott is the one teacher that we have to like see. And right as we were talking about it, dude turns the corner and he was right there. We're like, wow, we see Mr. Scott. Yeah, but he's like the one and only teacher that like knew us very well because we were like. It was like a class of like 8 people.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, was it IB class or?
No.
What kind of class?
It was a computer class that we took, and the last year is like, cause you have to do it for 3 years. If you quit 1 year, you would have to go back to the first.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like a program that we do at our high school. Okay. That you take 3 years of the computer class. Like the first year. You do it, and then it's like the second year you get more stuff. Like first year is like Microsoft, so you learn all the shit from Microsoft. So like Edge, PowerPoint, Word, Excel. Mm-hmm. So I know how to do that shit. Second year was like Photoshop, so we know how to do Photoshop. And then the other half of the year, he was like, you guys can learn coding. So I know HTML.
Because I know you're supposed to take a computer class, like required. But you only needed it for 1 semester or like term, whatever?
Not at our high school. It's just an elective. Like you have to take a certain amount of electives, and that would be considered an elective. So we were allowed to take all 3 of those years and like minus 1 science. So we can take 2 sciences instead of required 3 if we did those classes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it worked
we
out.
We had computer classes at our school, but you had to take at least 1 computer class, like the basic one, in order to pass high school. It's one of the requirements. And I took mine in middle school, so I didn't have to fucking deal with it. So I already got that deal with. I did Photoshop, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I didn't do coding though. It didn't go up to there.
That shit's fun.
I'm sure it is.
It's complicated, but it's fun.
I think I helped one of my friends
because you get to change all the colors.
Well, because one of my friends did coding, and you're supposed to code something, like, in order...
Like, you
it was
can
like
make
a
your
little,
own page and stuff.
It was like a little maze they had to put a dog through, and you had to code his way through, and I helped her do that. It was super easy. Like, she was having trouble. I was like, you dumb bitch.
What kind of code were you using?
I don't know. I was helping her while she was at lunch. We were just hanging out, and she was doing it, and I was like... She was having trouble with it, and I was like, no, you need to do this, do this, do this. And she's like, oh. I was like, I've never done this before. It's just that simple. I don't know. My mind picks up on other things very easily and not others. Like, the things that should be simple are not simple for me.
I know. So it was like, we did that. And then our last year was supposed to be like us doing like internships or jobs and stuff. So if we had a job, we could literally leave early and it would be required. Like, it would make we would get full credit for being at that class.
Oh, if you left early for work? We never had that at school. We have a couple of kids that go to my work that have that.
Because Carlos had like 6th period off, and that was our 7th period. He would leave 6th period, not even tell him, and I'd sign out Carlos for him, and then he'd be like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, he's at work.
He's working.
He's working. And like, okay. So Carlos would get all the credit and not have to even go to that class like once.
I mean, it works, and you get paid for it.
He did. He
get the money.
He worked. And then, but most of the time in that class, we were either playing Cards Against Humanity on the computer. So we'd be at like 10 different like computers. Yeah, we'd be at 10 different computers.
Is this a screensaver?
Like, we'd be at all different computers, so we didn't see whose cards was who. We didn't know who. Like, we knew who was who, but like. So when we were doing the cards and stuff, we were like, yelling at each other from
across the room.
Yeah, there was like only 7 of us that would actually like just do it. There's not that many of us. Like, and then like random people would come in anytime during that period, and people were like, "Where's your class?" I'm like, "We're right here."
It's just us.
And then we would do combat strike, hella bored, just shooting each other in class.
I used to play speed a lot. Do you remember that?
I know speed.
There's a certain speed that I play, though, that I learned originally, because I think someone else tried teaching me their way, like the normal way, I guess it was. But, like, I hated it. Like, it was horrible. The one...
So, like, okay, so there's ones where you can double up on, like, the same number, or you just go by, like, order.
It was the ones where you have cards, like, 4 cards in the middle, and 2 other people have, like, stacks of cards, and you can only go through 1 deck at a time to look at them to switch them out.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Oh my god, I love it so much. You have like, so it's literally just 4 cards, and like two people flip 2 at a time, and you look through each deck 1 at a time, and you're only allowed to pick up 1 deck at a time, and you have like a shit ton in front of you. You have maybe 12 decks in front of you.
That's a lot of cards.
It's crazy, and I love it.
Yeah, no, we did one where it's like you had the 2 cards in the center, and then at both sides they had like the 5, the extra ones, like when you had to like stop and you weren't able to put anything down, you'd flip it.
I think that's the one.
And then you had your hand, and you can only hold 5 cards at one time. So if you like don't have anything to play, you're like, fuck.
Well, I think for me, I like my version better because it's all the way up to you, and then you notice the other person going faster, and you go faster too, and it's just like this whole like mental game of trying to figure out yourself, your shit, and trying to go faster than them. Yeah. So it's just like, and you're like trying to like chase to get other cards, and then it goes down to like 1 card left, and you see who gets it first because someone's missing one. Oh. And you're like the last 2 cards, and you have to see like who picks it up first, and then they win. It's like this. It's like the last second, like fuck, like you know.
Who gets the last card? Who gets the last card?
Yeah, pretty much. And you're trying to like search through, trying to find it, unless you haven't memorized, which I always try to. But I loved it. I love that shit. Going pretty quick with my hands.
Yeah, no, I just know the normal one.
I thought that shit's boring.
Simple one.
It's boring.
Well, because that one you have to like you'll put down your cards, and then you'll have like 1 card in your hand, and you look at your deck, and it's still full, and you're like, shit, I have to like grab the rest of them. You're like, oh yeah, I can have 5, and you're like, wait, I have 6. So line that back down, like, oops, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we used to do that like middle school when we had like Moncala tournaments. Not even joking. Like in middle school, in the library, we would have Moncala tournaments. I mean, Carlos cannot account for this. We didn't go to the same middle school. Like, I did not know who he was. But I did know who his middle school girlfriend was.
What?
I played softball with her. Like, softball.
Oh, softball?
Yeah.
It says sophomore. I was like, what?
No, softball. Played softball with her. And I was like, she's always mean. Like, she wasn't mean to me. Like, she was nice when I first met her. And then she would, like, ignore you.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason.
There was this one girl I used to play soccer with in middle school, I believe. And I met her again. I didn't even know she went to my school, but I met her again at volleyball tryouts my junior year. And I was like, you look familiar. You look familiar. And she was like, so do you. And I was like, soccer? She was like, yeah. You good?
Yes.
You're zoning out.
I did. Oh, this is what happens when, like, I have, like, plans the next day, and, like, I'm like, I should sleep, and then I don't sleep.
I have plans next day, so I should sleep.
Like, okay, so usually it happens more for interviews. It's like, if I have an interview the next day, like, in the morning.
Tomorrow?
I don't.
What? Oh.
No, like, just, like, hypothetically, like, when
okay.
I do have that kind of thing, like, I'm like, okay, I should sleep early, and then I don't sleep. Because, like, my friend's like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? Because, you know, anxiety exists, and it's an asshole.
It exists, yeah, I know.
And then I don't sleep that whole night and shit, so I'll wake up, and I'll be tired, but I'm like, okay, I'll do the interview. I'm up. I'm ready. And then, like, once I'm done with the interview, I'm just like, can I sleep now? I don't know what it is. It's like the anticipation of something that I don't know what's gonna happen, and it's just like, my friend's like, no, you're not allowed to sleep. You're not allowed to sleep.
I was pretty good when it came to interviews. Like, I didn't get as anxious. But my first interview was at Chipotle, and I'm kind of glad I didn't get it, just because of, like, how like, open it is, and, like, how, like, interactive you have to be with people. And so I was going up against someone also named Caitlin. And I was so much better than her.
Like,
way more interactive.
Perfect.
I'm not perfect. I didn't get the job.
Did she?
No. It wasn't up against just two of us. And then I got an interview at where I work now, and Sam, the one who I was getting interviewed by, she was like, yeah, like, you're perfect. I need you in as soon as you can. Like, that day when I got interviewed. And I was like, fuck you.
like, I'm just here for an interview.
Toasted and roasted it. Yeah, she was like, you know, I really need you right now. Like, you're perfect. I need you in, like, soon. And I was like, fuck you. So, like, within, like, a week, I got into orientation and stuff.
Nice. Yeah. Oh no, Chipotle is really picky on their, like, employees for no fucking reason.
I'm just glad you didn't, because then you have to talk to people and be like, oh, like, what do you want? Do you want this, and...
Like, what do you want? Like, but I don't want this. I'm like, but that's already in it. Lady. I want guacamoles, but I don't want onions. I'm like,
oh my god.
There's onions in the guacamole. How am I supposed to do this?
I saw this video of, first, I don't know, there was this one night I got really into watching, like, bad customer videos. And so...
Oh, you're doing, like, the r/...
No, I was just looking at videos on YouTube. And there's this one at Subway. She was super, like, germophobic. And she was like, is there... I want to show the video. But she'd just be like, is there pepper in that? And, like, the way that she, like, says it and how she presents herself was just super, like, fuck, lady, come on, let's just get going. And she was just super slow. But then whenever she'd be like, no, I didn't want that, and, like, freak out for a second and be like, no, I didn't want that. I didn't say I want that. And then she would be like, did you touch my sandwich? And he was like, no, I need to double check that it's yours and it's correct. Because, you know, Subway, you have multiple sandwiches coming in, and you can double check whenever some comes up. And so she was like, you should probably put gloves on when you do that. And, like, she sounded like she had something, like, mental going on. I was like, what the fuck? And she would not let the lady touch her card. She literally snatched the card reader from back there, and she's like, I just wanted to. Like, you can't just do that. You can't just be like, yeah, I just wanted to. Like, that's not how it works.
No, that's not how it works.
And then this lady grabbed her drink, and the lady put it back and grabbed another one on herself. I was like, what?
What the fuck?
And then she was talking about, like, all these ingredients that are inside the soups and stuff. And I'm like, you really expect them to know, like, how much salt they put in there?
It's soup. Like,
It's... And there's a huge-ass line, and, like, I can see all the guys in the back just fucking laughing and being, like, hella irritated. And they're like, oh, my God.
like, I just want my goddamn sandwich.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like most people. That's why.
It was fucking stupid. Luckily, I have some dope customers. Other ones are sucky, but you get both.
Yeah.
I get usuals, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I, like, don't know any of their names, but, like, I know, like, we know each other. You know?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I had this. Oh my God, this brings back memories. So it's going on. I'm going on a little right now. There was this one guy. So me and this woman that I work with, Connie, she's super dope. But if a customer is rude or like if they well, there's been a couple occasions, but this one specific one, she asked. So this guy got a nugget meal, and she was like, "What do you want to drink?" And he was like, "Sweet and sour sauce." And she was like, "Oh, like you want sweet and sour sauce?" And she's like, fucking with him. And this guy comes up to my window and complains, and he's like, "Yeah, that wasn't a joke. I don't believe in jokes." And I was like, "What?" Like, I didn't.
Whoa.
I was like, "Bro, like, oh yeah, no, I didn't take your order. It was someone up in front. Her, you know, was there any issues?" And he was like, "She said I wanted sweet and sour to drink. I don't joke like that. That's not a joke." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what's like? Oh, like, did your wife die of jokes?" Like, is that how she died? And she was just so serious. I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I didn't know she died of jokes. Oh my God.
She laughed too hard. She died.
I don't fucking know. And I was just like,
I don't like jokes anymore. I'm traumatized.
he just didn't believe in jokes. What a sad life. And there was this one other guy. This was recently, like within a week ago. And he was asking, like, oh, can I get a Mountain Dew? And when we're like, no, we don't have Mountain Dew. Like, we have, like, Powerade, you know? Just what we have in store. And he was like, then what do you have then? And she was like, oh, it's on screen. Because we have, like, 12 drinks. I'm not going to say every single drink for you. Like, I will if you're being nice. But he was already kind of being kind of a dick. And he was like, bitch, I asked you what kind of drinks you had. And she was like, oh, no. You do not call me bitch in my own store. You need to get the fuck out. And you need to get out of my store, and you need to get out of my drive-thru. And he was like, fucking fine then, fucking da-da-da. And she was like, if you try to order, I will call the cops on you.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I just hear her yelling, and I'm taking the other side of the other lane. And I just hear her screaming, and I, like, clock in to, like, hear the conversation, because you could switch. And I just hear her being like, you know, you get out of my fucking drive-thru. And I was like, sis, you good? And he was like, she was just like, he called me a fucking bitch and tried yelling at me.
Yeah. No.
He drove off, but
that's not nice.
She was like, she was just like, bet he tries to order. I'm calling the cops.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to call the cops today, bitch. And we get a bunch of people with like fake hundreds, stuff like that.
What's up? My friend just had this too, because she works at the one down.
Yeah, the shitty one.
Yeah, the other shitty one, but yeah, no, like, she's like, this dude was getting like pissed off at them because she wouldn't let them into the lobby because the lobby was fucking closed.
Yeah,
it's fucking closed. Like at 10 o'clock, like lobby usually fucking is closed. Like you can't go in, but you can go through drive-thru. Mm-hmm. And he had a car.
You just didn't want to.
And then like he was like taking pictures and stuff and shit. And she was just like, she's like, I don't fucking know why. Like it's stupid. Like
what are you gonna call corporate?
Yeah.
How dare your lobby be closed at the appropriate time?
How dare they refuse me service? I'm like, we didn't refuse you service.
Come through drive-thru.
Drive-thru is open. Like, we weren't, like, closed on the proper time. And I'm like, shit, dude. Fuck that, dude.
I've had it sometimes where I would work late nights, and there was this one time where these two chicks were still in store, and they were just sitting in the bathroom. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. But I was sitting in the lobby, some guy went up to the door, and I was like, can I help you? like, you know, lobby's closed. And he was like, oh, like, some of my, like, brother's friends or something like that are here. And I was like, oh, I know there's two women in the back. I don't know what you want to do with that. I don't know if they know them. And he was like, oh, can you, like, get them for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I sat back down, because I'm not going to fucking get them for you. That's not my job.
It's not my job. No, I get it. It's just, like, it's annoying. People are just, like, when me and Carlos know when lobby's gonna be closed, we're just like, let's not do that to people. it's
Yeah.
not.
If it's like last 15 minutes, I won't go in.
We try our best, like to see when restaurants close, to go in like an hour before they close, because like it's rude to go in like 30 minutes before they close. Like that's just hella rude. To go. Yeah.
If you're not getting something to go and you're gonna be sitting there.
Sitting there. Minutes, yeah, exactly. That's why we're gonna go an hour early, or like 2 hours before, they fucking close.
There are some people who come in like 5 minutes before, and I'm like, ugh. But then they get a drink. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Okay, you're good.
I love you. Thank you. Don't make me have to cook food.
I'm like, okay, yeah, we're just gone. Boop. But I hate the people who are like always coming in like hella.
And they order hella shit, and I'm like, be closed in 5 minutes.
Right?
At least lobby. No. Drive-through.
Yeah, and it's super annoying when they have a car too. And they're just purposely doing that.
They're purposely coming in?
Just like walking in instead of like driving. Like, you have a car. Like, there's a drive-through. Come on, people.
I get it sometimes though, because we get super busy. Like on weekdays.
But you have like 2 drive-throughs now, right?
Kind of. It's just for ordering.
Yeah.
But then they have to merge.
I mean, yeah. That's what I mean, like the ordering though. Like, it makes it quicker with the 2, but like it doesn't at the same time.
It doesn't, because you take both lanes, and then it depends on how full it is. But if you keep taking both lanes and try getting orders at the same time, it gets to the point where it's full. And then you get 1 order out, and then 2 more cars come in, because they have just enough room to get in. So you get 1 order cashed out, especially if you're doing drive-thru by yourself.
Yeah.
It's a bitch.
You have to make sure like which one's this, because some people will cut other people off, and like they're like, no, that's not my order. My order's probably after that.
Not even that. It's not only if people cut people off, or like there's like someone letting someone else come in first because the other one's being a douchebag. I don't know. And then I repeat to you the order, and you go and I cash you out, and you go up to the next window, get your food, and you're like, this is my food. And I'm like, I double checked with you.
That's what I do. Like, they'll tell me they'll tell me the order, and I'm like, no, that's not my order. And they're like, what? And I'm like, okay, I only did this. I'm like, I only got like the smallest ass shit. It was $3, not $11.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I hate the ones where like they start to hand you your card. I'm like, oh, is this your order? And they're like, no. And I'm like, calm down. I'm not gonna charge you for it if you're saying no. They're like, no, like taking their card back. I'm like, don't be rude about it. You're probably the next order. Let me look at it. Fucking
yeah. No, because it happened to me at like a Taco Bell, and they got my order mixed up with the person behind me. Like, it was
happens
both.
A lot, yeah.
And I was like, I only got like 3 items. Like,
and if something happens, we always like refund you. It's fine,
Yeah, I was like, it's just 3 items. They're like, okay, then like, can you like, are you sure you didn't get the quesadilla? And I'm like, I didn't get the quesadilla. I told you my order like 3 times already. But
well, the thing with that is we need double check, because even if like. Say it, and they're like, no, I got something else, and then you say it again, and they're like, oh, I got this. I'm like, okay, did you also get this? Because they need to be specific. Usually I am generalized, like, oh, you got a quarter pounder meal medium with like a drink, or like Coke or something like that. And then if they mess up and I have to say specific scent, I'm like, okay, a Coke, light ice, no onion on that. Like,
yeah,
people suck.
They do.
Yeah. And then I hate it because I have to now retype the order because someone in front of you took it when they weren't fucking listening.
Oh my god.
And then they get mad at us, and I'm like, why?
It's not my fault.
It's not.
Like, I'm good at my job, I swear.
Just because you cut someone off and then you decided not to listen.
Right? They're just... People are annoying. That's why I usually like to stay in my house. I hate going outside.
People suck.
I mean, especially because, like, the job I chose, the medical industry, is, like, the worst kind of people.
Why?
Because they're all crazy.
They're all sick, they're all dying, they're all crazy.
They're literally, like, okay, so there's people that are, like, super hypochondriacs, or, like, just people that were just, like, they will literally research this shit on, like, fucking Wikipedia or WebMD and shit. Yeah. Like, they will literally research this, and like, I have this, so we're like, the doctor's like, no. No, you don't. Like,
I have cancer.
Like, but it has all my symptoms and all this, and I'm like, we haven't done any tests. Like, no.
But I have it. Give me medication.
Exactly. That's the thing, is that they'll be like, I have it. Can I have the medication for it? And there's like a few doctors that are like, no, I'm not gonna give you the fucking medication for that. That's like not, no, like, no, you have to like test for that shit.
A lot of symptoms are very similar because one affects the other and another one affects the other, and it's very cohesive with the body.
Yeah.
So some things could be other things very easily.
Oh yeah, very easily.
Very.
Yeah, it's like a slight variation between certain symptoms that will tell you one disease from another. It's super fucking weird.
But it like makes sense at the same time because it's like your body works cohesively. So if something is out of order, it messes up on other things, which are very common.
But it's also like a placebo thing, like where you research all this, so now you start having these symptoms because you think you have it, but you don't really have anything because of it.
One of my mom's friends, her daughter used to be my Girl Scout troop, but her mother was horrible. Like, she would always think that her kids were sick, so they'd always stay home for school. Even they're fine. She's just fucking crazy. So she would always think that her kids are sick, and the kids started thinking that they were sick.
That's a thing. They just did a show about that.
Did they?
The Joey, what's her name? There was this one girl, I forget her name. Gypsy Gerard. She's not sick at all, but her mom would constantly like say she's sick.
Your
and would
body
do that.
starts to think that it's sick when you think it's sick.
And so then the daughter started realizing, I'm not sick, but her mom would treat her like that constantly and would try to give her medicines and stuff, and she's like, I can't do it, like that's not good for my body, like, it's not. And she's like, I'm not sick, I'm not a sick person, like you can't do that. And so she ended up murdering her mom. That's what happened. Shit. Yeah. And now they're making a show on Hulu about it. But it's like an actual like mental thing, like they actually have it. They have a name for it and I can't remember it, but she has 3 kids, and Isabella, she now has some heart condition now, and like she can't be up for a while, and she could barely speak now. She has to be like homeschooled now. I think she graduated early, but one of the other sons, he is now OCD, so he doesn't think that he's clean unless he's bleeding, and he washes himself in bleach. And then I think the other one, I don't remember what he has. Yeah, it's crazy. And then the other one, I think I forgot what he has. How the fuck was it? It's pretty bad though. It was something similar to what the daughter has with a heart condition, but he just can't physically move around anymore. And so like now all his kids are fucked up. That's what it's called. It's like Munchausen syndrome. So it's like basically it's like a mental disorder where the parent or a caretaker exaggerates or fabricates a person's illness. Yeah, because she used to take her to the doctor all the time, and they're like, yeah, no, she's fine, you know. And then she ended up getting sick because over time, for her entire life, she's been thinking that she's sick, and now she has this huge heart condition. She can barely walk. She can't go out. Holy. Yeah, that actually happens. But it's, because the mom mentally put it onto the child, so then the child starts thinking that. But that's this one where she actually figured out, oh wait, I'm not sick.
Oh, and now the mom's sick. I forgot what she has. What the I don't remember what she has, but she can't move around much either. It's
funny how the brain works. Because, like, they've discovered, people with, like, multiple personality disorder, they can, like, basically heal themselves with different personality. Because, like, one person can be blind, like, completely blind. And then the next personality can see. And, like, their eyes are completely different.
I know that there are some, like, so your personalities very much so affect your body. I know that there's some cases where you can have diabetes, have to take insulin with one character, but you don't with the other. And that's just how your body is. It's so weird. Yeah, it's so surprising how the mind can take over the body in such a significant way. Which I feel like in however long this can be, but I feel like if you are able to master your mind, which hasn't really happened yet, you can change your body and like you could create more cells in making you younger over the years, and you can heal yourself overnight. It'd be crazy if we could just be able to control our minds.
Because that's how, like, the placebo effect works. Because there's a lot of people, like, they were, like, sick, and, like, they would do, like, the placebo, and surprisingly,
And
they
feel
would
better, yeah.
They would get better on the placebo versus the real medication, which is always, like, really weird, but it's
have, like,
it's
side
your
effects
mind.
and shit too.
Yeah. It's completely your mind on how it works.
That's why I feel like you need to, like, do, what are they called? Like, affirmations, stuff like that. Because your mind, if, like, you get something stuck in your mind, you could actually, like, make it happen. But I would feel like it'd be really cool in order to, I don't know what kind of things that you need to do. I haven't done enough research on this. But what you need to do in order to, like, be able to control your mind and be able to do that. Because then you could not only control your body, but also your emotion and, like, your feelings, stuff like that. It'd be crazy. What stuff?
It's a mind game.
It is. And then depending on, like, your body connected to the rest of the world, what if you, like, can control? This is now completely out of actual science.
But now, like, you're getting into, like, was it that movie Lucy where she could access, like, 100% of her brain?
That one's not quite right.
It's not right at all.
You have access to 100% of your brain. It's just little bits at a time. They were like, oh yeah, you can only use 20% of your, or 100% of your brain. But
it's more like you can only use 10% of it at a time.
Yeah. It's not
but
like
you
only
have
use
full
10%.
access to your brain. You just only can use 10% of it.
Because it's not like you can do wonderful things back here. Like, no, it's like frontal stuff is like with empathy and like
that's
human
your
emotion.
Personality.
Yeah,
your
and
frontal's your personality.
What are the? God, I used to have all these memorized.
You ready? You ready for it? I have a rhyme.
You do?
Yeah. It's frontal.
Prefrontal.
It's frontal, occipital, temporal, peripheral. Yeah. Get it? It rhymes.
I knew the os one because of the
It's the back of the brain, yeah, and that's where your eyes, yeah. Which is ironic that your eyes are up here, but like the brain that controls it is back there.
Yeah. And then I know that there's certain occasions where if you have a missing limb or something like that, part of your brain will take over that area, so you could feel.
Are you talking about the ghost limb syndrome?
Ghost limb, but also you're able to feel like you're controlling something else with that limb because it takes over that area, so you feel it in your leg when you do something with like your hand, or if you're shaving your face, you could feel it in your leg. That's not there.
That's weird.
That's like the phantom limb.
The phantom limb syndrome, yeah.
It's crazy.
So great.
It's weird. I took psychology for a fat minute, so
I did too.
I know like the little things.
I did too. I liked psychology.
It was fucking cool.
We had like the new teacher, and he went to our school. Like he graduated 2005, and we're like just chilling with him. But like now, like even when we go back to like high school, like for what's it called, homecoming, because our homecoming we get to walk the field.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, we get to walk the field and be like, oh, like, we graduated. We actually fucking did it, dude.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. No,
I was able to graduate when
100 people from my high school didn't graduate my year.
Jesus.
But we had 400 to graduate, so we had about 500 students altogether. But nobody dropped out. That was the thing. Nobody dropped out of our high school. I
had like 800 in my class. They have a couple thousand in our school.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah. Our school's a big one. I think it's the number 14th most diverse school in the U.S.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's diversity.
Cool.
Diversity.
Yeah. It's good. It's nice. And it's not like one of those diversities, like diverse schools, where a lot of areas are separated by like the race, like cliques. So ours is like mixed. So it's not like diverse as in like, cliques are blacks stay with blacks and like the Mexicans stay with their like Mexicans.
So it's not like jail and prison.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's like actually like mixed, people are mixed,
like our group.
Like no matter where you're from, immigrant or not, like people are super accepting. We had a couple of trans individuals at our school as well. Cool.
Nice. We had one, and then she transitioned back to a female. So she transitioned. So she transitioned to a male, and then like figured out that like maybe she didn't want to be a male, and then transitioned back to a female.
It's fine. Experiment.
She didn't like fully transition to a male. Like she was getting there.
Not in high school.
Yeah, no, not in high school. She wasn't taking hormones. She wasn't taking like anything yet.
No hormones or anything.
But she was like, she wanted to be stated as a male, and then now she's not.
Which is fine.
The reason I'm using she's because she is a she now. So.
Okay.
But she didn't change her name back. She still kept her name. Because she already changed it.
Legally?
Yeah.
What's the name?
James.
What was it before?
Madeline. Like, James sounds better.
Natalie's cute.
Madeline.
Oh, Madeline? Oh, it's gay. No, I feel like kids, there is this one child, and I forgot what his name is, but born a female, is a male now, and the parents were like super like confused at first because they were like, my kid's thinking that she's a boy at the age of like 4, you know, like they didn't know like you could be able to make that decision. Usually kids know when they're usually a guy or a girl at a very young age, and a lot of people don't know that. So I think his name is Tyler. I think so. But the parents did research and they were like, oh, like, I'm going to encourage this and stuff like that. Because they found out that it was actually a lot younger, that they need to start knowing that. And usually they suppress it until they're older because you're always told, like, oh, you're a girl, you're a girl, you're a girl. You know, this is what girls do. And so now they're bringing awareness to trans rights and all that good stuff. The whole family. And the kid's like 7, I think, now.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, as I wouldn't put kids on hormones at that age.
No, not hormones.
See, that's
hormones.
That's when it gets like terrible, is when like they're starting to put kids on hormones. Like, I would agree. Like, if the kid wants to dress a certain way, like if it wants to dress more feminine versus more masculine, or wants to dress more masculine than feminine, let the kid do what they want, how they feel like they want to dress. But don't force them on hormones, because they haven't even gone through that. They haven't gone through that yet. Like, let them get their hormones first. So, like, once they're gone through that themselves, then they can determine as adults what they want to do. Like, I would never, like, push it upon a kid to do
I don't
hormones.
think they are, though. They're putting Tyler in, like, suits and stuff. He looks adorable. He gets, like, little haircuts and stuff. It's, like...
Exactly.
Imagine, Stuart Little, the brother. That's what he looks like. It was fucking adorable.
Yeah, but, like, yeah, just let the kid be who they feel like they are. And that's it. Like, it's because, like, there was one case where they would put the it was a boy who wanted to be a girl, and they put them on hormones.
When was this? That doesn't seem... Was it an experiment?
No, it wasn't an experiment.
Oh,
it was
okay.
she
her
has own reality TV show. Yeah, like they did the whole like the body part, the male.
How old?
Genitalia turned into a female genitalia. Like, I think she's a teenager. Yeah.
What kind of teenager?
I don't remember her name.
Like 17 teenager or 13 teenager?
No, more like high school.
High school
Teenager. But still, yeah, like, even then, but like, the kid's been on hormones since they were like 6, basically. Oh, that's what I mean. It's just like, that's not healthy behavior. That's not healthy to like do that.
Because they're not even supposed to be getting those hormones yet.
But the only reason that they did that is so that, like, I mean, she has her own TV show. That shows, like, it seems like it's more for the fame than, like, the actual health of a child. Like,
I'm sure the parents are trying to...
It's the same thing with, like, sexuality. It's okay to teach young kids about, like, you know, other sexuality and stuff, but, like, don't confuse them. Like, kids don't even know when, like, their sexuality until they've gone through they've gone through puberty, because that's when you start feeling hormones. That's when you're like, oh, because sexuality is sexual drive towards another person.
People need to know when their kids are going through that, because I know there are like young teenage boys who start, you know, looking at magazines, stuff like that, when they're like 11 or no, like 10.
Are you talking about like Brian?
No, Brian was 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my friend's little brother is starting to get into that age where he could possibly be getting into that.
I was in like elementary school, and this one girl, I was like, was it 4th grade? And like, you're like, how old are you in 4th grade? Like 9 or 8? Like 9?
Yeah, 8.
Like,
no,
9, because
9.
3rd grade's 8, yeah. So like 9, and she already had boobs, like full on boobs.
Yeah.
And she had to like wear a bra, and I was like,
Bitch, shut up. You're like triple my size.
Now. Back then I wasn't. But yeah, no, like she had like full on boobs, and like all the guys would like it.
I think middle school is when like everyone starts getting.
No, yeah. All the girls.
Your school. Oh my god, your school's nasty. No, not your school. The other, Brian and Carlos's all their schools. The majority of them were already fucking in middle school.
Yes.
Like that's not normal.
It's not normal. It's not okay, guys. That's not okay.
Like I don't know what was going on, because I guess a lot of the women there were like, I need to be not a virgin when I go into high school.
Oh yeah.
I think there's drama going on between the girls.
They were doing the I don't want to be a virgin before going to high school thing, which I think is stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Like I barely had my first kiss in 8th grade.
Like what's wrong with being a virgin?
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong.
It's a fucking social
with
construct.
Being like pure in like the sense, you know.
But it was cool to not be a virgin.
I think that's stupid.
It is. 100%.
It is. It's really stupid to like think that it's cooler not to be a virgin. Like, I was just like, I just wanted like to kiss a boy. That's about it. Like that's as far as I wanted to go.
I didn't give a fuck in middle school. Like I really didn't.
I didn't until 8th grade. Like 8th grade was like the only time that I was like, okay, I can get a boyfriend now.
I was very much so with like, I love being with like my friends. Like the squad that I had in middle school.
My squad
was the shits. Like I loved them. And I'd be over at their houses for hours and hours, and we would just be fucking around chilling. But what the fuck was I gonna say? That 8th grade, I think, was when I started getting depressed. Like 7th, 8th grade. So I just really didn't fuck. And I was like still after high school.
That's it. I think 7th grade was like the first. No, not 7th. 8th grade was like the first time I hang out with like actual girls. Because I'd hang out with like tomboy girls most of the time. Like 6th grade, that's when I met my best friend, was 6th grade. Like she was like brand ass new, and I was like, yo, I'm Dayna. Welcome.
Welcome.
Because that's how it was. Like as a child, like I had no filter, and I was like super fucking cheery for no reason. I was just like, hi.
That's me.
Welcome.
I was a very eccentric one in elementary school. I'd wear tutus. I'd bring purple lipstick to school. like I was either like, oh my god, I had like a dude face for a while. But I dressed in like God, what the fuck was it? I dressed in like red and black plaid pants, and I'd wear a button-up t-shirt and a vest with a skull on it. I was very either way. Like I was like,
is either like the prettiest girl in school or like the masculine dude in school.
Like I was either or. And then I didn't wear skirts for a while I
refused to wear skirts or dresses for like until 8th grade, because like that's when I finally realized like, oh, I am a girl. I can dress like a girl. Like that's allowed. It's allowed. What?
I think I always knew I was a girl, but I just liked wearing both.
I was like raised with a male mentality from my dad, because my dad kind of like, I was like the boy he like always wanted, but I'm a girl.
You're the son he always wanted.
Basically, because I was like into sports. I was the tough kid. I was like, I would fall, but I'd get back up and didn't cry and shit. So like I was the tough kid. So it was like, oh yeah. So like that's how I grew up. Like I was like tough, basically. Like I should be a boy. And then like middle school, I was still that until 8th grade, and that's when I met like girls that were actual friends. Are like, you know, it's okay to be like pretty and stuff. And they're like, I'm like, what? That's a concept? Like, wait. Yeah, because like I think the creepiest thing that happened was like, you know, like in the locker room you had to like get undressed in front of all the girls. Like I got undressed and the girl's like, you have like the good ass curves, and I'm like, I just felt super awkward. I was like, thank you, because like I have that like curve on the like right before the hips. You have naturally, yeah, and it's like that's how I had it like in 8th grade already, and everybody's like, you got them curves, and I'm like, thanks.
I think for the most part I was a stick until now. Like I was a stick, and then I gained a little bit of weight, and then I have like, what are they called? Handles. So I have curvature now, but my stomach's still relatively flat. Yeah. So I have like I gained weight, but all in the right places. You know?
All the right places. Give me a shape.
I was a stick and then I gained weight and then it just moved to like the perfect spots.
But it's like everybody has like different body types though.
Yeah, that's true. I think volleyball helped me though, because then my thighs filled out as well with muscle. Like, oh my god, my thigh muscles were so sexy back when I was playing volleyball, because I got that like brick thing going on, you know, where it was just like muscle right there. It was so sexy. I loved it.
Yeah, mine was softball, but that's also because like I was the catcher, so all day squats. It's the greatest thing. And like, if you don't know this, in like out of all sports, the person who's like the biggest ass is the person who's like the catcher, because not gonna lie, those squats like really help with that bounce.
Where my position was, volleyball in general, you're usually in a constant squat position.
Mm-hmm.
But then for my position, I was up against the net because I was a blocker because of my height. Yeah. So you would be doing jump squats as well. You know, and then you go back into squat and then go back into a jump squat, and it was a lot.
Yeah. I've watched Haiku. I know those places. Huh? Haiku. It's the anime version of volleyball. It's all males. It's great.
Oh, I want to see that show. I just never knew what it was.
It's so...
It's just because I saw the guys and I was like, yummy.
Them thighs. Oh, the first episode. Yes, like they're like already they're like only in middle school, but like them thighs are already
Stop.
But then like no, they go into high school. They go into high school.
Tell me why. All animes, they're like 15 or 16, and they all look so sexy. They look like grown ass people.
Well, okay, so like
first of all, they're cartoons, so we're not.
They're all they're animated. We're not. We're not perverts. I swear. But okay, so like the third years are like the oldest ones, so they're basically 18. So they're okay. But like they're also very sexy. But I love they have this third years, the second years, and the first years.
Like including My Hero Academia.
Stop.
Like they're like all 15.
They're all 15. Fuck Momo and like
Blue Exorcist. What? Blue Exorcist. Yes.
Dude, Ren is bae. Or is it Ren? God damn it. Ren, yes. Mm-hmm. Ren
Okumura. The main character.
Ren is bae. And
I forgot what the... Oh, it's like... I have his name on like the tip of my tongue. The twin? No. I don't... He's okay. Like, looks, yeah. Like,
my best friend was like, he's bad. I'm like, no, sweetie.
No. The rooster.
The rooster? I know who you're talking about.
I just know. Sorry, I just gestured a mohawk. You guys didn't see that.
The main of the three background characters.
The main of the three background. The one who Rin bumps heads a lot with.
Dude, I love him. He's hilarious.
They're like the same person, but just slightly different.
One's not like the son of Satan.
His nickname is Rooster in Japanese.
It is. I know who you're talking about. And then like he does the he does the praying shit. He does the actual exorcism.
Yeah.
And then his friend does the has the pole, the stick. That's like the prayer stick.
Shima?
It might be Shima. I don't know.
I think it's Shima.
And then there's the small monk kid.
They're
all monks too.
Yeah, I know. They're technically monks.
That's the great part.
But Shima's a little fucking pervert hoe. What?
Are you talking about the one with the stick?
Yeah. Shima.
He's hella pervert. Dude. There you are. Oh yeah, I forgot. I had like no fucking. I was like, oh, look it up.
I have his name as my phone somewhere in like Pinterest or something.
Yeah, no. God,
what the fuck is his name?
Stop losing people, Carlos.
I feel like it's like, it starts with like a B maybe. Bon.
Hold on. Bon? That's his name.
I think Bon is his nickname.
His name is
Suguru.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they don't call him that.
I think it's Bon.
Yeah.
Look up that name and then nickname.
Or just look up the character, I guess. Yeah, Bon.
Bon, fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
She's like,
guess
I
that's
got
right.
this. Yeah, dude. But it's actually a pretty good show. Yeah, there's the little like bitch.
Huh?
Him, cause like he like got possessed by a demon because he was afraid of fucking.
That's what.
Dude, that was
Then
she was.
Oh,
bad.
Shima. I got it right. Okay.
You got Shima right.
I thought I mixed up their two names.
No.
For a second, I saw Shiami and I was like, oh fuck, did I mess it up?
No, Shimi. She was like Karen's like bae. He was like, I like her, but she likes Yukio.
Yeah. No, she at the end of the season.
She liked him. Yeah.
But
then he got like he had
brother
real shit to do.
The brother was like, oh, I guess you win everything or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
Like he was suggesting like he got her.
He's like
But
the brother didn't really care. He wasn't like. You know what's sad though is because he was jealous of his brother's power. He was jealous of that the brother had the power and he didn't. That was the thing. That was the main point. Like he wasn't like, because there was a part that you thought like, oh, maybe he didn't want to have the power, but the other part is like he did. He wanted to have the hellfire. He wanted to have the Satan part of him, and he was jealous of the fact that Rin had it and he didn't.
But does he? Because I know he has the demon in him to a certain degree.
He does. He actually has it.
Why does he suppress it? Because he's an exorcist, or
no? Because like he didn't have it. He doesn't have it strong as Rin. Rin has it strong.
Because I know their father took over his body and not Rin's.
Yeah, he can't take over Rin's because Rin's too strong.
No, that's not why. Satan. What are you talking about?
Cause he's his son, but he can't take over his
Satan
brother.
literally said that his brother was more powerful than him.
Oh yeah,
because he was ready before you were.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't. He couldn't.
But I think that was because he was like
taught to suppress it.
Yeah, he was taught to suppress it. But not only that, he's not as. How do I say this? Because Rin is a lot more happier. He's against
so fucking reckless.
He's against all that.
He's the crazy twin. But I mean, that's what makes them perfect. On top of
that, he only learned that he was Satan's son recently.
Oh, Rin? Yeah.
Yeah. So he wasn't able to use his power forever.
But he had the sword. He was connected to the sword as a kid. That's the thing, is that he had the power as a kid. He showed it sooner than his brother. Is the thing.
I feel like the brother showed it at some point.
Because
he's been hiding it for a while. Like he was like testing himself every day,
trying to see if it would work or not. But he would get tested and be like, "Nah, you don't have it," and he's like disappointed AF.
But near the end of the season, he started showing signs. of it.
Oh yeah, no, hella signs, and he was like happy. That's the thing. Is
low key, high key, not.
Right? Because he was like, I didn't want it, but the other part of me is like,
I kind of do, yeah.
It's like, it's just like a brother complex too, though.
Oh, and Satan used to look so cute when he was younger. When he was their age, oh, he's so cute. Have you seen the photos
of Satan?
Yeah, when he was their age.
I can't remember.
He very much looks like Rin, but with green hair. He's so cute.
Oh, you talk about when he met their mom.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was adorable. I was like, oh my god, yes.
And then he met her again when he was like that wolf thing.
That was hot, dude.
With like he was like a wolf but fire wolf.
I'm not gonna deny the fact that like she saw him for him and not the fact that he was the Satan. She's like, he's a good man.
He was still an asshole though.
He's still an asshole, but like I mean, he killed the dad, the father.
Yeah.
Best character, dude. I love that character. He was so good, and then he died like second episode. I was so sad. But no, it was just like all the characters were pretty good.
Life as Satan is hard. It's
hard, dude. Nobody likes you, bro.
Life.
Nobody likes you. I don't know.
I feel like if I was in that world, I'd try protecting like demons and shit. Certain demons. I feel like I'd be an exorcist, but like I'd also protect.
Like, there was the demon that was on their side, but wasn't on their side.
No, I mean like because there are certain demons that like don't care as much, but when they're provoked, or like stuff like that.
Because like, was it Ren's cat?
Yeah. They tried killing him, and he was like, "No, it's okay. Like he's dead. I know. He was my father too. Like
he was papa."
No. What the fuck are they called? They're the ones that like their balls, but like they have like teeth on them. Not like.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like they're chill, but when they're like have the blood or something that's around them, they get very violent.
They get fucked like crazy, dude.
So like I feel like those are the ones like that type of behavior.
But that's because like they're attracted to like stronger demons, so like they're more like indicators than like.
No, when they did the experiment where they had the blood and they were like, oh, this causes them to be very violent, and then like Rin and the brother fight, and then it happens. As anime style, it breaks and then attracts a bunch of big ass fucking.
Yep. Of course, it always does.
Something has to happen, you know?
Yep. But, yeah. No, it's because, what's his name? Yukio knew all of his life about demons, whereas Ren didn't.
His friend?
Rin.
Oh, they said his friend.
Rin, the twin.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't.
When did he get his first, what are they called? Were you able to see demons for the first time? He didn't get it until way later in his life.
Who, Rin?
Yeah.
No, it's because his power is being suppressed.
Hello?
Because the sword,
no,
like,
did you hear them?
Yeah. Hola?
Someone's yelling outside.
Bro, okay, so off topic, but hella random, but it was super funny. So like, me and Carlos were going to my house, and like there was these gardeners, like they were doing the lawns. Sorry, doing the lawn.
Stop.
Doing the lawn. And so like he was like, dude, that looks like my uncle. And then Carlos rolled down the window and was like, Tio. And the guy was like, hey. And I think I was like, that was not my uncle. And I was like, but like, aren't you all uncles and aunts in Mexico?
I know in a lot of countries they like all call each other like uncle or auntie.
Korea does that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like even if like you're dating the person, like their parents are now your aunt and uncle and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is super fucking
Like, hey, tia.
auntie. Like, how are you doing, auntie? And I'm like, that's such a weird way to like do that, but at the same time, it's kind of like cool and respectful.
So my supervisor Yolanda, she's Mexican, and so she calls me mija, and I'm like, ooh, abuelita. And she hates me for it. Yeah, she hates me for it.
Ooh, just call her tia.
No, I don't want to. I want to fuck with her. I call her abuelita.
She's probably not even that old, is she?
Huh?
How old is she?
She's not like, or young. She's not the old. I can't tell. Like she's probably like in her 40s, but she is thicky. She cute. She
cute.
I love her. But yeah, she's awesome. It's like there's like a definitely like a language barrier sometimes. Like she tries explaining stuff and I'm like,
yeah,
speak slower please.
Yeah, there's always a language barrier.
Oh, of course.
But like
I used to especially when I was younger, and I'm like, I don't know it now, and I feel so shitty about that because all of my friends, especially in middle school, a lot of them were immigrant families, so I came over to their house and they only speak Spanish to me, and I had to learn over time.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped using it when I got into high school, and it just nothing.
Yeah, it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing with like, okay, so me and Carlos's mom translate between each other. Like we have this really weird broken Spanish English like way of talking. Mm-hmm. It's very not like healthy. I'm gonna say that.
Is it because there's a lot of confusion?
Because it's like no, like the way we talk is not like full sentences, and it's just broken. Like I'll say like one word and she'll get it, and she'll say one word in Spanish and I'll get it, and kind of thing. Like I'll understand her Spanish and she'll understand my English and stuff. And we'll understand each other, but like Carlos is like, what the fuck? How do you communicate? I'm like, we communicate.
Just work with it, and you have to work with like vibes.
Exactly.
Like feeling each other's energy and like trying to figure it out like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what language it is,
mm-hmm.
It's always how it kind of works.
Exactly. Like we get each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you just need to learn normal Spanish because this is unhealthy. And I'm like, but I understand what your mom says. It's like, but you don't understand what I say. I'm like, that's true. Even though I heard you the longest, but like, it's whatever. Your mom
and
like
it's
understand.
One of the more easier languages.
Yes.
Especially if you already know English.
Because, like...
If you know English, some things are very similar.
A lot of things are very similar, and a lot of times it's just saying it backwards than saying it forwards. It's like, you say, like... How you're supposed to say, like, the noun first, and, like, the verb,
so
and then the adjective, so you do the adjective.
If I call you a white devil, it's Diablo Blanco.
Yeah, like that.
Instead. Otherwise you're saying devil white in English. Which, you know, technically it fits, but, like, it's technically reversed in their language, yeah. Same thing with Japanese.
Japanese has, like, the verb at the end, right? Like, you can...
Instead of saying this is a rock, you say rock. This is, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much how it is.
Which is, like, so hard to understand for, like, translation. That's why, like, his mom will say things backwards. Whereas, like, we're like, okay, yeah.
Oh, backwards for you?
Yeah, backwards in English. Because, like how you said, like, devil white or white devil. Like, that's, like, how she would say it. And you're like, okay, it's the opposite way. But that's okay. Because that's how a lot of languages are. It is. It's backwards, yeah.
The majority of languages do that. English is one of the few languages that does, like, this is first. Like, that one goes first.
Because we're so picky.
We just want to be different from everyone else.
we're just very difficult. Which is funny. Like, for every other language, our language is the most difficult to learn.
I think it's ours.
Any other freaking language. Because we have the most words in the English. Like, we have the most words ever in our, like, language. You don't need
to know everything, though. If you know, like, a good, like, 50-60% of any language, you can go by with it.
Oh, yeah. No, you can, like, live knowing, like, not even 100% of the language. But if you're gonna, like, work using that language, you have to know 100%, or else they're like, no. If
you're going to a job with, like, a lot of complicated words, like, more, like, complex kind of explaining.
Like how I work.
Yeah.
I work in the medical field. Do you know Tylenol? Tylenol.
You say...
acetaminophen?
You go, like, pills. That's all you need.
Yeah, because, like, what's it? Because every medication has, like, 2 to 3 different names. Like, automatically. Yeah.
Oh, it's the...
So there's brand names, the actual medication name, and then sometimes there's your generic name.
Because I know with, like, animals, there's, like, a normal name, and there's a scientific name, and stuff like that.
I have my... Where are you, Coast? Sorry.
Where are you, my drugs?
Medication. Where are you? There you go. So how this is acetaminophen, it's Tylenol. It's the same thing. Literally the same thing, just that this isn't the same brand.
It's Quape.
Yeah, it's Quape.
It's like
that's a Walmart brand.
Yeah.
Knock off.
What is Target's? What is it called? It has that little arrow on it.
It's the red one. I know what you're talking about. I had some of them. I think I have it at my house.
I've had their Rolos before. They're so good. They're like Rolos, but like taller, and like they have a lot more caramel in them. It's good balance as opposed to like normal Rolos. I don't know why. I prefer them over like normal ones. The last time I had them was like 7 years ago, but I still remember them very distinctly.
Like Target brand ones are better. But you know, yeah, most medication has like 3 different names. So like you'll ask them a name and they're like, "Oh, I know it's this," and you're like, "So this," and they're like, "No, it's this." I'm like, "It's the same name, I swear." Because determining on which department you work in, because we have multiple departments. So we have like
medical field.
Yeah, you have family, which is like your normal ass practice, and then you have like OB/GYN is like for females.
Oh,
the lady doctor.
OB/GYN.
OB/GYN.
Okay, I heard it as like a word, not like or like not like letters.
No.
So I was like, the fuck are you talking about?
No, it's OB/GYN, which is your lady doctor. The one
I need
that
to see one.
Linda.
I've yet to see one ever.
Oh.
Like ever in my life.
You need to.
I know. I have a father, so it's not that it's not that worrisome for him.
No, I get it now.
And I get too anxious going to doctors. I hate it.
No, I have one. She's nice. She gets me. Cause it's through Kaiser, and like I can like email them and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, here, just do the test. Like you don't even have to fucking see me." And I'm like, "You were the homie right there." Like, good. I don't want to see you. Because it's like, every time I go there, like, I have to get a pap smear because it's like every once in a year.
You get what?
A pap smear? Do you have that?
No, I haven't gone to fucking OBGYN.
It's like where they like scrape part of your stuff to check and make sure if it's okay or not.
Like bacteria and stuff.
Do you got them diseases? Do you got the chlamydia? Do you got the AIDS and stuff? Like, they have to do all the tests and stuff. They're like, you're doing good. So you're supposed to go after you turn 21 or the first time you have sex.
Which, wait till 21.
Which I was like 17 when I went first.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I consider myself late and I did it at 18.
No, I mean, I gotta wait for like a year. Because, I mean, we started at 16, not 17.
Oh, started doing stuff, but you only had sex till 17.
No, I had stuff. No, we had sex at 16.
So you lied.
No, we didn't get caught for a year. We got caught.
So you had sex at 16.
Got caught at 17, so then I had to go to the doctor. Because my parents are like, protection. But, like, we already were. Like,
but still.
Yeah, so, like, they're like, you have to get on the pill now.
Oh,
this is what it means, like, being adult, Dayna.
I have an implant in me.
They implanted me.
I have the Nexplanon stuff. So it's going to be in my arm for the next, like, 4 years. Every once in a while I get sore, but it's fine.
Yeah, how did it feel going? Yeah.
I was so scared. On the drive over there, I was freaking out. And because
I can't do that.
My dumbass decided, let me look at videos.
Why did you do that? Because, like, I've heard, like, horror stories about it and stuff, so now I'm like, no.
I haven't really.
Because, like, there's people like, oh, it can get infected, it can do this, like, it can go, like, into your freaking, like, bone, and I'm like,
what?
I was like, what the fuck? Don't tell me this shit.
I think the only issue that I went to Planned Parenthood. The only issue they ever had was some woman gained so much weight.
Oh yeah, you can gain weight from it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like she gained so much weight in general that they couldn't find the implant.
Yeah. No, that's happened too. Yeah.
Because so for me, I've had really good, like, my body's accepted it really well. I haven't really gained any weight or anything like that.
Yeah, because that's like a thing that's like a side effect. Yeah. A lot of people do gain a lot of weight.
A lot of people, like, they have. No, it's just screensaver, still recording. A lot of people have, like, periods for hella long, like, months at a time. I have not had one.
Okay.
No, I've had one period since I've had it, but it was for, like, half a day. I have not had a period since.
Fuck you.
I know. It's pretty fucking great. And no babies.
No babies. Yeah. No, agreed. No, I'm on the pill. I'm okay with it because I've been taking medication all my life anyway, so it's just another pill to take.
I have horrible memory. I can't even take my vitamins every day.
Okay, so
I'll miss like 5 days and be like, oh yeah.
Since I was 7, I've been taking medication. Yeah, my life's fun, but that's because, like, I had ADD and shit, and, like, the teachers were like, oh, you're so hyperactive.
That's bullshit.
But, like, my second grade teacher was the one who caught it. Like, she was like, oh, I researched this, like, my brother has it, and, like, yeah, she has it, and I'm like, thanks. But she was, like, my favorite teacher, because, like, she knew how to fucking handle me. All the other teachers were like, detention, just go to the principal. Go to the principal. I went to, like, the principal so much as, like, a kindergartner.
Yeah.
I was 5. And, like, they're like, go to the principal, and I'm like, fine.
Because you're supposed to be able to sit in class for hours at a time.
At 5, like, you're a kindergartner. Like, well, because, like, he would, like, talk, and then I would fuck with, like, any kid. She'd be like, mess with them. He's like, Dayna, stop. And I'm like, nah.
ADD has not been... ADD. Sorry, I mixed my own condition.
Mine's ADD and there's ADHD.
There has not been really an issue with ADHD until recently because you're putting people, or, like, not people, well, they are people, but, like, kids in classrooms for an extensive amount of time. And a lot of people with ADHD, especially back in the day, they'd move around a lot.
Yeah,
They'd, like, move houses. They'd always, like, be doing something, like, building or anything like that. Like,
so a lot of things is, like, it's more, like, we need visual and physical stimulant that you can touch and like see,
it'll keep you
than
busy.
hearing, because like we're not very sensual. Like we like to see and like touch, and we like to do it. We're not like, okay, sit here and listen to this speech
and just like
no. Like sit still for like 5 seconds. Like no. We're squirrels. We don't like have a brain set. It's because like we're like adrenaline junkies. We don't have enough stimulant in our like basically mind that we're trying to gain it by doing a lot of stuff. Like it's the opposite of like what was it, like Asperger's or autism? Because autism like where it's too much for them and they freak out. Yeah. Whereas we like don't get enough, so we freak out that way. We're like, give us more. So like if you like put like bring a kid to an amusement park with like ADHD, that kid's gonna have like the greatest ass time. Whereas a kid with autism was like, no, I'd rather be home. Like bring me home.
I think I would probably be more like, I don't know if I have ADHD, especially not now. But if I didn't develop any depression or anxiety, I'd feel like I'd be more like that. You know?
No. Do you know why?
Why?
We're more susceptible to depression. People with ADHD or ADD have more susceptibility to getting depression.
Is it because of how things work now, or is it just because of how we're...
No, it's just how their mindset is. Like mine, because like as soon as like middle school, like around the ages of 13 to like 12 or 11, I started to get more depressed. Like that's when, because like when I was 11, I didn't like, no self-conscious like things. Like you never like really thought about it. Like the only time I really thought about how I looked was like when like I had a crush on like a boy and stuff, and I was like, oh, does he look at me this way? Which he didn't. But
he didn't care.
He didn't care. None of the boys cared. And then like 7th grade, didn't care as much as still, but it was until like 8th grade where I was like, shit, people are actually looking at me. What? Like it's like when you start getting self-conscious and then you start feeling bad about yourself and you start like thinking like, oh, people are judging me, like people are judging me how I look. Like
I think I had a different kind. That wasn't really an issue for me. I didn't give a fuck. Like I really didn't care. Even throughout like high school and stuff like that, I didn't at first,
and then I was like, wait, people do look. People do care. People
look.
have mind thoughts. What?
Like 100%, yeah. But I just didn't care enough about their opinion. I had a very weird, like, situation with depression. I think it was just like I'd come when it was really bad. I'd go to school just like numb, and I'd come home, stare out the window for 6 hours.
I refuse to cry at school. Like ever. I refuse to ever cry at school because I hate I hate people seeing myself like weak for like the longest time. So like I would smile like through it. So everybody would think like, oh, she's like just a cheerful like person, and then I'd go home and I'd cry myself like to like the point where I'm like think logical. Like that's what I do. I would cry it out, and then I'm like, I should have done this. I'm so stupid.
For me, when it started getting from depression to anxiety and then anxiety attacks and panic attacks, then I would cry. But like outside of that, I wouldn't like ever really.
See, I didn't really get any of those until like after.
Anxiety attacks?
Yeah, until after high school, because I didn't stress at high school. I'm like, high school's easy.
I'd be driving to work on the highway, and I'd have to pull over. And that's why I was always late, because I'd have at least one panic attack on the drive to school. I would
cry myself to work. Like, literally crying on the way to work. And then I'd wipe my face, and they'd be like, gotta do this. Gotta get through this. You get yelled at today, but it's okay.
Work was, like, a place where I didn't have that much. I enjoyed working at my work. Sometimes. Sometimes it stresses me out, and sometimes I don't want to go. But then when I get there, and I, like, talk to the people I work with, they're fucking awesome. Like, I love my coworkers, and they make me feel so much better.
Like, it wasn't the fact that, like, I didn't care if patients yelled at me. Patients can yell at me all day. I don't give a fuck. It's the people that I worked with. Like, if they were, like, the doctor would yell at me. So, like, that's when it, like, got to the point where I'm like, fuck. She sees me every day, so she gets to yell at me every day. It's, like, it's not fun anymore.
And you, like, you expect to come in because she's there.
Yeah, and it's just, like, and I would do my shit. Like, the thing is, like, what the worst part was about my job is that I was left so much fucking work from the people who used to work there who didn't do shit. Like, they didn't even do anything. And I had to learn all this without even any training. Like, this was my first job in any medical field. And I learned all this by myself. Like, I had to research all this shit for myself to figure it out.
Because no one else would teach
No
you.
one else taught me how to do it.
And then you get yelled at because you wouldn't know how to do it, but then they'd be like,
I know. And then,
me.
like, I would tell the doctor, I'm like, you didn't I'm like, I told you to teach me. And you haven't, like, you've been busy and you've been leaving early.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to ask you every freaking time, but you're, like, leaving early. Or, like, I'm stuck here at 6 o'clock with your last patient, and then after, like, the last patient's gone and I check them out, you're already gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to lock up because that was my job. Yay, I locked up. I was always the last person at my work. Every time.
Like, you locked up?
No, because, like, I would be working over my time limit. Like, I had work from 8 to 5:30. 8:30 to 5:30. So I was like thinking about, like, I had an hour lunch. I'm like, how's that work? But yeah, and then I'd stay till 6 most of the time. And I never got paid for that. So
she just left it open.
It was whatever.
Fuck all bitches.
And then, like, the manager, she's chill. Like, I'm chill with her now. Since, like, we both don't work there anymore. Yeah, because, like, I quit after, like, a certain amount of time. Because, like, all the insurance was changing. And everything was changing. We finally hired someone new. And there was 4 people working. But, like, I was like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, I'm getting so much stress because, like, I don't know anything that's going on with the new insurances. And I can't put in for the new insurance stuff because of the fact that, what was it? Like, we weren't contracted with them. The new insurances. Like, because, like, there was, so, like, one insurance, it was called EHS, fucking gone by March. And, not March. No, it was February, sorry. Like, literally, they faxed us a paper the day before they were gone. And we're like, wait, did you tell all the fucking, your people? They didn't. So we had to call every freaking person with that insurance and be like, you gotta call your insurance card and ask what your new one is. Because, like, it would be, like, Anthem, and they'd have EHS was their provider. Or, not provider, like, their insurance. And so they had to go, and then now it's like, oh, now they have, like, Anthem, Blue Cross, Nirvana. Which we weren't contracted with Nirvana because Nirvana was a new-ass fucking insurance. And so we're like, fuck. So we had a contract with all these new insurances, as well as try to get all the patients called and stuff. And, like, I'd get yelled at constantly. And they're like, no, my insurance is good. And I'm like, no, the EHS is now gone. You're going to have to call your new insurance.
Because the insurance didn't call them.
And,
So
and
like,
they get the new card because we can't take you without the new card. I'm like, it's not. And then, like, I like, one cool guy, he was like, it's not your fault. And I'm like, thank you. And, like, yeah, I get yelled at, like, constantly. I hate making calls and telling them, no, you can't see your appointment. And they're like, no, but we've been, like, doing this appointment. I'm like, we'll get you in as soon as possible, but we can't take you in right now. And then I try to get people in that had, like, good insurance sooner so that we can have more space later on.
Yeah.
But since we wouldn't be able to get that much patients, she would be mad at, like, me and, like, the others. Like, they're like, why don't I have enough patients? I'm like, because the insurance changed and we're still trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like, we can't get them in. And, like, people would come in with the old insurance and be like, are you sure? I'm like, no, like, you got a new one. This card's expired.
And I feel like a lot of people think that the medical industry is after them, so they probably won't believe you.
Yeah, and
like,
it just...
It's fucking bullshit.
And we were just, like, so frustrated because we were like, we're not trying to do it. And luckily, because, like, I had a family member at the time who was going there. Her insurance didn't change. I was like, thank the Lord. Yes. Yeah, and, like, I got her in and out and all that. So we're all good there. She moved to Washington after that, so she's good. She's good. She's good. That's where my aunt's moving, so to live with, like, near them and stuff. Because that's where they live now. Yeah.
Washington's cold. It's nice, but it's cold.
It's nice, though. Like,
they literally, the road signs have George Washington on the face.
They do. I saw that. I was so happy. I was like, dude.
It's kind of weird, but I love it.
Nice. Going to A1. Carlos is just giving me, like, the updates on, like, everything they're doing.
Really?
Like, so I know where Rances, Carlos, and Jenna are.
Where they're located.
I shall stalk them. Just, like, show up and be like, Oh, I know where you are. Weird, right? But it's funny because, like, Rances called me. Like, but that's the thing. Like, everybody calls me versus Carlos and, like, expects me to...
don't work.
And expects me to be where Carlos is. Every time. And I'm like, I'm at my house. Stop.
But you can text him.
But that's the thing. Even before that, like, they would, like, call me and be like, hey, can you call Carlos? And I'm like, do you not have his number? I'm like, he got a number? I'm like, yes. And like, but he changes numbers multiple times. I'm like, he hasn't changed numbers in, like, a while now. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I got him a phone. And now it's his phone. And I can't fucking change it. Fucking deal. Sorry. Because it happened. He would, like, change phones constantly.
Why? Because he kept breaking them?
Not just breaking them, because, like, he'd get, like, a new one.
Like trap phones?
Yeah. No, not trap phones. He'd get, like, what was it called? The Note 4 Samsung.
Oh, wasn't that the one that, like, ended up exploding?
No, it was a different one, but that was, like, his favorite phone. And then it stopped working. And then, because, like, what happened with my phone once, because, like, I got him a new phone, and I had my phone, and we went to the vet, and, like, we were going to be fucking late, and I was so stressing out, and so I put my phone on top of my car. I didn't even know I did this. Put the phone on top of my car. It was in the back with the cat, so I wasn't even thinking about my phone. We drove off, we drove through, and, like, it wasn't even where he was living. It was right in the middle of, like, a crossroads. Fucking a mile away from where he lives. I was like, wait.
And y'all live in a ghetto. Well, he lives more in a ghetto area. That shit got stolen.
No, it got ran over, like, multiple times.
Really?
And we tracked it because it was still on. It still fucking worked. Because the cases I get for, like, the phones are, like, the fucking industrial cases that, like, you can throw it across the room and it's still gonna be good.
I've had pretty good luck with my phone, so
not that worried. Yeah, I always get that. And then that's, like, the only time that, like, I lost a phone and broke it. Because every other time I've, like, upgraded. Because I had one and then I had to change it for, like, because I added to a new, so I had, like, Virgin, that's what it's, Virgin Mobile.
Oh, yeah.
And then I transferred to, Metro.
I forgot.
Because I had to get the cheap ass shit. Ooh.
I forgot what I was on. I think I had Metro PCS for a while, and then my dad moved over to this one called Cricket. I love Cricket. They're really good. They work on the AT&T, things. So I get the same amount of, like, services they do.
So
this is why I don't get service out here.
This is why I want to transfer to Cricket, because Metro sucks. Because Metro and T-Mobile are now together.
I pay, like, $50 a month.
Damn, how lucky.
How much do you pay?
We pay $81 for two of us.
Over two?
But we have, like, everything. We have unlimited data, we have unlimited calling, unlimited texting.
I don't remember what I have. I have unlimited calling.
We have, like, 300 hours of, like,
but I don't really need unlimited because I have iMessage as well.
But our hotspot doesn't work, so it doesn't matter.
I need to get a hotspot so bad.
Fuck. No.
For times like this when my Wi-Fi doesn't work.
Right? Because Wi-Fi can, like, be gone. This happened, like, we came back from, like, vacation, and I was like, the Wi-Fi's not on. My parents were like, why is that? That's weird. And then we go to the back, and the wire was cut. Because my uncle accidentally cut it.
Oh my god.
Because he's our, like, lawn service guy.
Your uncle? He has, like, what?
He actually has his own, like, lawn company. Mm-hmm. I was not Googling this. What the hell? But, no, yeah, he has his lawn service company, so he does our stuff for, like, our house for free.
Why doesn't the Wi-Fi work?
And we're like, what the fuck, dude? And then my dad's like, yeah, it's cut. And then we got a call, because, like, the home line is connected to the Wi-Fi, so we didn't get the call. Of my uncle saying, oh, I cut the line, by the way. So we had to call AT&T, and then they paid for it, because we're like, oh, the guy that works over there must have cut it.
Oh, so you guys didn't know, and then you guys blamed them? Or
no, our neighbor. No, our neighbors, like, my uncle was working with me.
You thought who cut it?
No, we knew it was my uncle. So we just said like the guy, like the lawnmower guy must have done it, or what they call him, gardener.
The gardeners, yeah.
Yeah, the gardener must have done it over like at the other side. That's what we told them. They're like, okay, but because it was outside and not an internal problem, they have to pay for it. AT&T. Yeah, because it's an external. If it's external issue with the wiring, they do it. If it's an internal, we have to pay for it.
I wonder why. Oh, because maybe like inside you guys.
Because it's our house. So if it's in your house, you fucked up.
Okay.
Gotcha. You done goofed.
You done fucked up.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, so it's an external problem. So we're like, yeah, we don't have to pay. So he hasn't cut our line yet. So we're good. But yeah, we got like the newer one. That was like the microfiber cables.
Ooh, sexy.
Super fine. Like, it's faster now. I was like, yes, finally.
Maybe I should get my gardener to cut it. AKA my father. We don't have a gardener anymore. At our old place, our landlords brought over a gardener. Our old landlords are so awesome. But then we moved out, and I scared the shit out of his wife. I had targets in the back of my closet. They were like clowns. And I didn't know where else to put them because I didn't want them on my wall while I was sleeping. So I hid them in the back of the closet so I wouldn't have to like see them at night. And I totally forgot about them and I left them there. And she was like, ah! And now I felt bad because I was like, now she thinks that I'm going to be like some like fucking psychopath that's like killing animals.
The clown killer.
No, not even that. It's like a sign of like your son or daughter is like murdering animals. Is gonna be a fucking murderer one day. I felt so bad, but whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You went clowns.
Huh?
That's hella creepy though.
Yeah, it was. That's why I put it in my closet. I was like, I'm like, you know, I had a really good groupings here. Like I took some really good shots, but like. Don't want him on my wall.
Don't want him on my wall. That's creepy.
It's been an hour and 40 minutes.
Awesome.
It is my longest one.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Because, like, ours was, like, an hour and, like, 50. Wasn't it? Oh, no, it was hour 15.
Very different things.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no, when I looked at the time, I'm like, damn, we talked for a long-ass time.
You did. You proud?
Proud. We actually like have normal conversations.
As opposed to Carlos and Brian, we just yell at each other.
Like the whole group, we're just yelling at each other constantly. Like, what are you talking about? We don't talk like in normal tones.
I had to be careful as to who I bring on with each other.
What do you mean?
Otherwise, it's just complete nonsense.
Oh, like Brian and Carlos.
No,
yeah.
Brian and Carlos are decent.
Yeah. It's like, okay, Rances by himself.
Not even me on the podcast. It's just Rances talking to himself.
He's so hyped though. Like he's like a good hype man.
That'd be.
But like personally, like he's just always hyped. So like you always feel good for yourself because he's hyped for you.
What if I brought him on the podcast, but like to obviously talk to him, but like I have a segment where it's just him talking to himself for like 5 minutes.
It's gonna be literal nonsense that you won't understand, but like he will. I don't know. People get it.
Works. Okay.
Because like there's calm people and then there's like really excitable people.
I got a notification from Instagram. Does that mean my internet is back up? Oh, I got a message from you. Oh, Twitter.
Is is your Wi-Fi back up?
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Hold on.
Are you gonna say hey Google?
Hold on. Hey Google.
I can't reach the
No, wait. I'm working on it.
You should check your modem and router connection.
Hold on.
You should like unplug it and plug it back in after 15.
Hold on.
Internet cannot connect.
I got notifications.
Cancel. Yes. No. I'm not looking up that guy anymore from the anime.
Maybe it was back up for like a hot minute. Like a few seconds. Maybe the people who are fixing our internet is like, fuck, I almost got it.
But no. I haven't been updated on anime recently. Like, most people are like, oh, have you heard, like, the new season of this and new season of this?
Yeah, I haven't either.
And Brent's like, Shield Hero. And I'm like, stop. Shield Hero's too good. It's actually really good.
He wants me to get into Goblin Slayer.
You might actually like it.
He told me that, yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but, like, it's dark AF and, like,
yeah,
holy
did his
shit.
family get murdered by goblins, and then he's going out murdering whole ass families of goblins?
Yeah.
Like,
and then, like,
and
no, they
everything.
know someone, like, a girl gets raped, too. In the actual series. Like, she actually gets, like, raped by goblins.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Rape in general, I'm just very uncomfortable with.
Yeah. That's why it's, like, it was such a controversial show. Like, as soon as it, like, came out, I was like, why the fuck would you animate that?
Which is a great start.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
As long as the rest of the anime fits that, you're not going to be talking about ponies and shit on...
Oh, no, it's dark AF, like, continuously. It's not, like, happy or anything.
Yeah.
See, that's where, like Shield Hero, like, from the beginning, it's like, oh, cool, he's in a new world, and he's, like, super excited, and then he gets fucked over, like, right away. You're just like, damn it, that's, like, life right there.
Fucking great.
I mean, like, you come out cheerful and ready, and then you're like, get fucked from the beginning, and you're just like, welcome to the real world. Yeah, and then, like, everybody treats him like shit, and I'm just like, stop being relatable.
Okay.
And it's, like, the greatest thing, because, like, he has, like, all the lollies, like, all, like, the cute little, like, girls and stuff on his side, but he doesn't, like, he's not, like, into it.
Is he gay?
No, he got fucked over by a girl. Like, that's the beginning. Like, he got fucked over by some bitch, so he doesn't, like, he doesn't want to fuck with anyone. Nah.
No. He's not into that.
He's not into that. I mean, he has a cute ass fucking, what was it, raccoon girl?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like a cat burglar?
No, like a raccoon girl. Like, she's like human
furry?
with, like, the ears
So
and the tail.
furry.
She doesn't have, like, the face.
She's a fucking furry.
She's a demi-human, so she's, like, half human,
She's
half raccoon.
Fucking furry.
She's not a furry.
Yes, that's how it works.
She's born this way. She didn't
That's
choose
what the other
it.
people think.
She didn't choose this
That's
lifestyle.
what furries thinks. It's exactly what furries say. I didn't choose the lifestyle chose me.
But, like, they're a whole race of people in, like, the whole, like, thing. So, like, they But she was, like, a slave, so, like, he, like, took her in and, like, fed her, and she was, like, happy. And then
Free. That's what a lot of them want.
and she's like,
They work college for
and,
a reason.
and then she's like, I love you enough of me, and then he was like, cool.
Oh,
but he's like, cool, can we kill this thing? He's like, can the whole kingdom not hate me? Not like, legit, everybody hates him.
Not possible.
Yeah, because, like, first episode, like, he gets accused of raping a chick, and he didn't even do it. He didn't even get action. Like, he didn't drink.
Are you Tupac?
What?
Oh, you don't know. Cultured. Anyways.
Yes, I'm an uncultured swine.
Tupac got accused for raping someone.
Why would he do
He went
that?
to jail for it.
That doesn't make sense. Like,
My teacher used to know him in high school. You talk about him a couple times. I'm like, wow.
But it's
Good
just,
for you.
It's not Tupac's MO, though.
Huh?
Tupac doesn't rape women.
Yeah, but he got accused for it and he went to jail.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I know.
That's hella stupid. Like, I'm all for the Me Too movement, but I hate the people who are falsely accusing people just to, like, get at them. Like, it's happened a lot.
Although a lot of things are happening now where, like, I feel like more people who are in rap now are
Getting accused.
not even getting accused. They're actually going through with the shit that they say in their songs. Like with 6ix9ine, he joined that fucking gang and he got a hit out on Chief Keef, I think.
Yeah.
And I forgot what exactly did he go for? Oh, he got in jail for those girls, huh?
I don't remember it, but yeah, he got in jail for doing some shit.
And then I'm not educated enough on this, but I know that, like, he went against, like, he snitched on someone, so now, like, the entire gang's after him, and, like, everyone in, like, in New York and shit are trying to kill him once he gets out of jail.
Better move.
Like, actually.
But see but those kind of, like, it's just stupid. Like,
Like, you joined a fucking criminal organization,
like,
bro.
why did you do that? Like, why did you, like, risk your life for that shit? Like, you don't have to, like, do the shit you say in your rap. Like, because there's a lot of, like, rappers that will say shit about, like, their past or their life and, like, what they've done and shit.
There are a couple rappers who talk about their old experiences murdering people.
Yeah.
There are a couple of them. Yeah.
Why? Why the fuck are you doing this?
It's their past.
Well, yeah, if it's their, like, deep past. Like,
Yeah.
not, like, recent AF. Like, oh, yeah, I just killed this dude.
If you consider rap as an art form, then that's part of art. It's, like...
Yeah.
Reflecting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's end the podcast. It's been an hour 15 minutes. I'll cut maybe, like, 10 minutes of this out. I don't know. It's gonna be a long-ass podcast, and it's the longest one I've ever made.
We're gonna have a 2-hour podcast?
No.
No. It's too long.
It's so long.
YouTube's not gonna like me.
No, they will soon.
They will soon. I'll get more
I curse too much for them, though.
That's true.
And I even keep it, like, chill when I'm on podcasts.
Dude,
I try not to curse as much.
I miss the ones where they would, like, actually just do, like, okay, like, you can only be this age and up to, like, listen to these videos. Yeah. They used to have those.
Age restriction? They still have that.
Oh, okay. So why don't you just do that?
No.
No.
Because I don't believe that kids, like, shouldn't know what bitch means or, you know.
Dude, I got in trouble for that. Like a kid. A stupid ass freaking kid. Like, he made me, like, put my middle finger down, like, on the table, and, like, put my other fingers down.
So he made
called the teacher over, and, like, she said I flipped him off. And I'm like, I didn't even know what it meant. I was like, what? Like, why am I in trouble? And they're like, you flipped him off. I'm like, what's that? Like, he just told me to do that. And then they're like, whatever. And then they just told my parents. And I'm like, and then, like, my parents had to explain what that meant. And I was like, what?
When I was younger, I used to do this a lot. And my dad used to yell at me because he was like, you're flipping people off. I'm like, no, I'm just putting my hand up to my face. Like, there's no issue with that.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can't do that. I'm like, why not? Like, I'm just resting my head on my hand.
And why is that such a bad gesture? Like, come on.
Like, it's just a fucking finger. If people get offense to it,
it's their own damn problem.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just fucking end it here. Thank you for joining us on my podcast.
And our ASMR.
It was disgusting. No.
Just cut that out.
Thank you guys for watching. This is episode 4 with Dayna again.
Hi.
Yeah. Dayna.
I guess I should say bye. Like, subscribe, press that notification button, comment if you have the balls to comment, or just text us, because that's usually what happens.
No, please don't stalk down my number. We have the podcast if you don't want to go ahead and listen to it. I post every single Saturday, and yeah, I may post every no, because I know I post every Saturday, and I sometimes do every in between.
So, like,
sometimes.
First one was Saturday, the second one was Thursday, the last one was Sunday, and this one's gonna be...
This one's gonna be Saturday. I'm gonna post every Saturday, and then sometimes during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.